What up, what up, what up? Welcome to an all-new episode of the Devinwade Show. I'm your host, Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Dangerous Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mama, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out, and of course, to the left of me.
You already know it's your girl, Walesca D, the fashionista here, showing up, looking good. I got a different look today. They were calling me Chung Lopez. They always playing with these names.
That's the Spanish Chung Lee.
But no, that's just not it. I mean, even though I'm giving that vibe today, I wanted to do something different and fun and, be like, artistic, I guess.
But you've been like a schoolgirl lately, like a schoolgirl vibe.
I'm trying to tap into my inner childhood. I'm getting a little bit older, a little bit more mature, so I want to tap into my youth.
Every time I talk to you, you always being childish.
You know what? This is the problem that we have amongst each other. Like, you don't listen when I talk, you don't follow directions, and you damn sure ain't always here on time. We always got issues with it all the time. I gotta be the teacher. Actually, that's why I have to dress as a schoolgirl, but I think I gotta start coming like a teacher, because I need to start whipping some ass up in here.
Wow.
But it's the girl Walesca D.
Oh, yeah, well, since, Porta Rich is on timeout, we're going to go.
We're going
to go to the Nasty Girls first. We announcing now.
Go ahead.
And of course, we got the Nasty Girls in the beginning, in the building. I'm scared. Listen, y'all, I'm scared.
He's scared of Sin.
He plays too much.
Sin
You
be
really play
acting
too
crazy,
much.
acting like she want to stab me if I don't introduce her the right way. So we got the head Nasty Girl in the building. Sin City.
Yeah, because he forgot. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Sin City, and the place to be.
All right, Sin. All right. And of course, we got... looking real slim now. She out here working. She in the gym going crazy.
Yeah.
Something going on. Where we got the mixed mud with the medium bud.
I got your favorite model, Monica, at the Devinwade Show.
I'm cracking up.
Yeah, she been in the gym. What you doing?
I'm not in the gym. It's just like
She's
just the
eating
energy,
better.
She went back to the homeland and got some motivation.
Yeah,
she
the
went to
girls
Puerto
popping
Rico
too.
to a beautiful place
Shout
and
out to
came
the
back with that
Coquis.
motivation. Y'all know what's in the water out there.
You talking about, the frogs?
Yeah.
Goki. Oh, okay. You're really Puerto Rican now.
She's an honorary Puerto Rican.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, what's going on with y'all, man? What's up with y'all, yo?
What's up is my intro. That's what's up. It's the guy. Listen, it's your boy. It's Double P. It's Prophet Porter. Y'all know I've been on my Prophet lately. I've been putting it to the side. Like, we got a lot of things to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing the pressure all this year. So, Pressure P, Prophet P, we definitely on
Toxic
that.
P.
Listen, one P I tell y'all I won't be. It's Pissy Porter. Right?
Okay.
And listen, this is one double P I won't be. And the reason why I mention this, right? And I want to see what the gang think, right? We're gonna chop it up. But lately, I don't know what's going on outside, but it's like a lot of pissy vibes going on. Like it's like I've heard about, people like having kinky fetishes and wanting to be pissed on and pissing on. But I really thought it was like some real down low shit. I never seen it like being exposed.
It's becoming more like mainstream, for lack of a better word. It's like that's becoming a thing that I see a lot of people are way more into. It's way more people into it than I thought.
Way more into. I think it's just they're more comfortable talking about it. I feel like there was a lot of people that were into it. I just think nowadays people feel a little bit more comfortable sharing, what they like
Kelly's
to do.
in jail for it, but Diddy can just.
Well, that was
he's
different.
not in jail for this. Hold on, let's be clear. He's not in jail for pissing on adult humans.
No,
Right.
Yeah.
He's in jail for doing that and other things with
Younger.
underage.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, could you ever see yourself like being
You
pissed
never
on?
did that?
Nah, I'm pissing it. I don't understand why. Hold on. Let's
Surprise.
back up.
No, the reason why I say that because we all know Dev's like
Dev Nasty.
relationship
piss,
Dev.
But how does piss and sex really go together?
Well,
Like,
because when a girl squirts, it's actually just pee, and you're just hitting the
Well,
right.
it's not
Yeah,
pee, but
it
it's
is
a fluid.
It's pee.
But
And,
no, it's
um,
not. You can't pee while having sex. They know that's a known fact.
I Googled it.
I never
it's not
tried,
real.
so I can't confirm or deny.
Hold on. Wait.
it's a gland. I Googled it. It's not.
It's
So
a
where's all
fluid.
this water come from?
It's a fluid.
It's a
The Wally
gland.
Water Kingdom.
Where's it come from? Where's it come from? Sexpert back there?
my body.
Well, no, Google.
so
I don't know what
exactly.
liquid it is, but I know it's not pee.
It's a fluid, but
It's
it's
a
not urine.
Lucius gland or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not urine. It doesn't come from the urethra.
Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
No, I googled it because all right,
why?
really quick. I'm gonna tell y'all why. When you're about to, I think we've talked about this before, but when you're about to like squirt, it feels like you have to pee.
Yeah, so they tell you to push so you can
They tell you to
squirt.
push so you can squirt. I've never did this. I thought that I had to pee every time, and I would be like, okay, I need to go use
And
the
you start
bathroom.
holding it back.
Yeah.
So you don't do
and
it.
I'll be like, I gotta go pee actually. But in all actuality, it's basically the process of squirting. So you gotta push that out. But the whole time I thought I had to pee, but it has the sensation of you feeling like you have to pee, which is actually crazy. But anyway, Dev, back to our regular schedule.
It's for real. It's very interesting, like, because it just says a lot about us, humans, like, because we try to like portray like a certain way a lot of times. Like I said, it was real down low for a long time when I first started hearing
100%.
about that shit. So now to just see it, see people talking about it freely like that, it's just kind of crazy to me. Because
Is it the down low? I think it's more of the people looking at it from a degrading standpoint.
Right.
That's why.
You know what it is for me, that and why I kind of like look at it the way I look at it, like, no, this is nasty, right? I'm looking at it like, no, this is disgusting. I could never do this. I would never do that. Want to do that to somebody, and I don't think I would never, because to me, piss is like shit's cousin.
No, that's
If you get what I'm saying though, like, because it's like when you
It's
go to
the
the
waste
bathroom, it's
from
the
your body
toxin. It's
coming-
the toxin.
It is the toxins
It's
coming
a
out of your body.
toxin.
So, Porta, if you got bit by a jellyfish or whatever, you don't want me to pee on you?
If I got bit by a jellyfish,
Either a jellyfish or snake or
what is your pee like medicine for the jelly?
Yeah, they say it's sterile.
yeah.
Well, you got to tell me shit like that,
Well, I
because
just told you.
I
It's
mean,
not
well,
shit's cousin, it's shit's medicine.
Okay, first of all, I need to know how severe a jellyfish
You'll
bite
die.
is. Oh, if I'll die,
I
then
don't know if you'll
piss on me.
die. I don't know if you'll die.
Now, what if you fucked around and
Now,
liked it?
only thing I'll tell you, if you piss, and I know it's hard, you ain't gonna be able to control it, but I don't want it to be all hot, like.
Well,
hot.
you never depends
Hot
on
as-
you never know if it's gonna be. For the
It's
most
gotta
part,
be warm.
it's always
It's always warm. That's what I'm saying.
So what do you want? Cold urine?
I mean, if I had to fucking, if I was dying
Why
and I
are
had
you-
to get it on me.
What if you liked it though, Porter? Because now I'm seeing Monica and Porter. Porter's got
No.
a jellyfish bite.
You don't
She
see
gotta
that.
she gotta pull her coochie out.
I'm on my period, too.
She got. She's
disgusting. She disgusting.
Are you dying?
She
di-
had to add that
She
in.
dying?
disgusting. I'm gonna die.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Now
Nah.
when you mention the
Nah.
whole,
But the blood
the
comes
whole
out the
Bloody
other
Mary.
hole.
Nah, if you
There's
gonna
no
put,
blood
All right, so
I
it's
mean,
either so
if
it's
you
either
gonna put blood on me,
it's
I might
either
as well
Monica
die.
pees on you while she's on her period, or a nigga pulls his dick out and pees on you.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Which one you gonna
You
choose?
just did some
Monica on her
crazy shit.
period
That's a good
or the
one.
dude?
You wanna get niggas killed.
No, but
a good one.
realistically, that's crazy.
You're not picking me?
Yeah,
That's
this shit.
fucked up.
Y'all hear this shit, guys? You hear what we gotta deal with here?
Hold on. But this is crazy then. If it really came down to it, because I've seen in movies where it'll be like somebody gets a snake bite or whatever like that, and you could like suck. Let's say your snake bites your arm, you could like suck the poison out and spit it out or whatever.
Spit on it.
doesn't the other person have to suck it out?
No. It's what happens is if a snake bit you, let's say like in the ass.
Oh, you gotta get somebody to.
Now,
Okay.
would you let somebody?
Yeah, I'm let Monica suck the
No,
poison
no.
out.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, that's what y'all was.
No.
Yo, you was just talking about me and Monica.
No, I'm saying one of the if one of the homies, like you, it's a life or
A
death.
girl with herpes in her mouth or a dude?
What? Why you gotta keep like fucking the
Come on, pick your
scenario?
poison.
You coming with like bumps and shit? Like, I
don't know.
what
Pick
the
your
fuck
poison.
is going on?
What would
think
you
I
do
picked
if you had to?
If I had a poisonous snake bite me on my
Right here?
ass and one of my homies was with me, we was
Yeah.
walking through the desert, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what y'all asking me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We walking through the desert, just me and my homie, right? Miles before we get to where we fucking
Yeah,
go,
you
I'm
in
gonna die.
Dubai somewhere.
I'm gonna say, dog, listen.
I need you to do this.
I'm gonna say, dog, this life or death.
And your friend
It's-
gonna say-
it's only a ass cheek.
Oh, I thought
Your
you
friend
said
gonna
that.
say he not gonna let you do it. Pull your pants down. He got you. You have no choice now. You loopy and delirious. The poison setting in.
No, he already
no,
said
listen.
he already said he's gonna let him do it. He's trying to save his life.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You got
I
kids
thought he
to
said
do.
he gonna die.
I got shit to do.
I thought he said that too.
I thought you said
Listen.
I'm dying.
I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about who gonna say what after that. Y'all know the situation. It's gonna be on headlines. Like, yo, the man was dying, best friend had to suck
Saved
the
his
poison
ass.
out his ass cheek.
Best friend
He
saved his
sucked his
life.
ass
Porter,
cheek.
we
And
just
now they're married.
no, we're not.
Little love story.
Oh, that's crazy.
Congratulations, Mario.
But back to the.
Would you put it like this? Now, would you, for your best friend, same situation, would you let him die?
Nah.
Or you
nah.
would do it for him.
Or would
Nah.
you suck the poison
I
out
would
his
have
ass.
to. I would have to.
My boy
And the
Don
crazy-
Michael get bit.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was you, Porter, I guess I got.
Hold on.
I got some
Hold on. I tried to use Don. This nigga was bring it back to my yams.
He tried to
Pass the ass
Porter-
up to
Porter,
somebody
I
else.
like that. I like
Porter
that.
tried to bring this joint.
I like that. I tried to throw him under the bus. He dragged me under there with him.
Well, look, man, we doing our thing, man. It's my man's. We got episodes of the show. The people at home, y'all need, man.
Y'all need Richie here.
Yeah,
So.
but I wouldn't come back and tell the show. It would just be like,
Nah, we
It's
would
cool.
have
One
to
of
talk
us would
about
do it
that.
for you.
how you think you would know if that happened and we
So
all
wait,
finna
what
fall?
am
I think I
Don't
would.
know.
Porter would tell.
Because if y'all was there, one of y'all gotta do it.
I think it's
That's
just,
about, I would do it.
and I think it's just for the men. I think it's like how you do it that's gonna really like say a
Like,
lot
I'm
for the
for it.
men.
But
Like,
I don't think you got to think about it. I think in that moment you got to just do. I
No,
don't
but
think he's
what I'm
thinking
saying-
about
no,
it.
what I'm saying is this.
Hold on, you would help Porter. What if it was on the side of Porter's meat?
First of all, how did this snake get there?
And climbed up his pant leg.
that's crazy, man.
You know, guys wear the loose pants. That thing slithered right up
that went
there.
up there.
Don't look back
I'm trying to find something. I would literally
She
have
was
to be
saying, go
like
get
this,
Monica.
like pull, like stretch it, and just be like, take it out.
Not the stretching.
She said stretch it.
Why you was trying to
Not
get
like
the head?
straight, like,
You was
so
trying to
you
get the
gotta
head
get it.
further?
I might
You gotta
die
get the
from
head
it. I might-
further to get to the bite.
I might
You know,
die
you're not
from
trying to
the
skin.
Suck on no flaccid meat.
Hell
Word,
no.
man, I
Porter, you not
might die
circumcised?
from the stretch. That sounded crazy. Stretch it out.
It was animated.
You gonna stretch it, this poison gonna spread faster.
No, but listen.
I thought she said she
hold on.
gonna wring your joint out.
But listen, tell me if this makes sense because I wanted to get this out. I
Yeah.
think like for the guys, like for me, if it was me and Dad, right, and this shit happened, like, oh shit, my man, he dying. He like pulled it. Oh, you gotta get it. And he just like drop his jeans a little bit and let a little of the ass out. I think that's cool. I'm like, I got you, bro. Chill, because it's still really like covered. Now, if a nigga get butterball naked and be like, come on, do me, homie, like. It's crazy. I'm gonna be like, hold
won't.
up, you got naked too quick.
Yeah,
It won't happen like
listen,
that,
yo, we
though.
ain't even start yet. Y'all let us know. So two things. One, we just went off the cliff. Would you save your homies?
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat, or if you going, let's let your homies die,
Right.
and put the name of your best friend that you would let die in the chat as well, because I think that's what makes it really hard for people to say no
that's
and try to
fucked
stay
up.
on a pause type stuff. But also, who's out there getting pissed on, man? It's talked about. It's a free world to talk about it. You been pissed on, Monica? You pissed on somebody? You pissed on somebody?
No, but I'm thinking about it now after this episode. I'm just
Think about it. She thinking about it.
Some
Monica,
people,
Monica,
you know what's
pissed on
crazy?
somebody before? Oh, okay.
Some people piss like it be long pisses.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's be like a nice long
You be
piss.
sitting there like,
Yeah, and I just
The smell
it's
would
like-
turn me off.
That's
If he
facts.
has a
especially
I
if
mean-
they didn't drink water.
I mean, not
Smell
only
like
that,
Cheerios.
not only that, but where you peeing on them at? Like in the bed?
Yeah, like in the
whole,
mouth?
Yeah, the whole bed gets
Yeah,
soaked
yeah, how-
too.
yeah, that
Where
is
you
a-
No, I
peeing
think
on them at?
from my
on the shower?
understanding, from my understanding, when people do talk about it, like if you hear people on shows or whatever, a lot of people share they do it in the shower.
Right.
Like a lot of people.
Oh, well, then I've been peed on before.
what?
Whoa.
Wait, hold on.
How does that change? How does that change your no to a yes?
because why are
Yeah.
we peeing? Why are we peeing on the bed? Then your match is gonna
But
be
hold on,
fucked
but
up.
why?
Like,
Let's
what
hold
we
on.
doing?
Let's spin this. Hold on.
Yeah.
How did you?
Yeah.
How did you
Because it's a small shower. He had to pee, so I got peed on.
What?
Why you ain't just have him go use
So
the
so
bathroom?
you let your feet get peed on,
Yeah.
and you kind of liked it,
That counts.
and you kind of liked it.
No, I've
I guess you
not.
can't feel how hot the
Was,
pee is when
was
the
the
water
piss
is hot,
hotter?
too.
Was the piss hotter than the water?
It was. That's how I knew I was getting peed on.
Exactly.
So this is the thing. Monica seems like clingy, right? This is just how I see Monica. She's territorial. She's clingy.
No,
so
I'm not.
I can see from a psychological standpoint, you probably enjoy things like that because you feel like closer to the person. I would really think that you probably like, this. We really connected because he like pissed on my toes.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
I cannot.
Nah, you're wrong.
where did the saying? If anybody has any information from me here on this, I need it. But where did the saying "pissed off" come from? Like, what is that?
Come on, I don't know.
That's a good question.
No.
You
no.
pissed me off.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
No, it's really a legit
I
good
don't
question
know.
because I feel like it's like a thing we say when somebody make you upset, like, yo, you piss me off. And it's like, to me, the
You
piss
saying
is,
that it could have came from made somebody so angry from pissing on them, and that became a word?
no. I'm saying that piss is supposed to be off you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say.
Piss off, not piss on.
I never heard a nigga saying, "Yo, I'm pissed on."
Well, let's
now.
Let's get into something, man. Let's get into something, man. Y'all already know what it is. I wanted to talk to y'all about something, man, and a lot of this is happening. We see a lot of entrepreneurial people. It's multiplying vastly. A lot of people don't believe in having a traditional job. Most people at least have the dream of working for themselves. So the question that I have is, would any of y'all fund a significant other's business? If you're with somebody, it's your man and your boyfriend, whatever, they've got an idea or something they want to put into motion that's their business. You got some capital or some money put to the side. Could you see yourself giving them the 50 grand or whatever it took to get their business off the ground?
I think so. I think I will. Yeah. I mean, if I'm investing in it, I kind of believe in it to some capacity, right? I'm not just like, oh, I'm going to do this because you have a great idea. I don't think so.
Because you have a dream.
Yeah, like, no, I think if I believe in that idea and I think it's lucrative, right? I think I'll do it. And then, but in my mind, I think I have to come to terms that if it doesn't work out the way we think it does, I'm going to have to chalk that loss. But I have to kind of like check myself on that. Because there's people that will go into it and then just be like, oh, well, you didn't do this or you didn't do that or whatever. You can't do that when you know.
That's super important when you're, I say most things that you jump into and invest into. Some people might disagree and say that maybe that's a negative mindset. I don't. I think that if you go into it looking like, I put that up and there is a possibility. That's not what I'm aiming for.
Right.
But I'm willing to accept if this takes a loss because it, like, especially in the hood,
You're preparing yourself.
Yeah, because in the hood, people are investing in something that go wrong, and next thing you know, somebody's shooting somebody. Like this is like for like.
But you know what gets fucked up though in those situations?
When you tell them
I feel
no?
like when the expectation is that, like, for example, if you want the money so bad, and you're like, no, like I want to go to, for example, I want to go to the plug and, I need this amount of money to get put on so I can buy these amount of bricks or whatever the case may be. I'm going to pay you back though. I'm going to give you back. You're going to make this amount of money. That's where people get fucked up at because you start over promising things that you can't deliver on.
Right.
So I feel like we need some type of documentation if I'm going in with that mindset.
You know what? So it kind of goes both ways because even with me, if a person promises me a certain kind of return on an investment, I still have in my mind. If I gave it to you, I already kind of got in my mind that if it don't work, I'm not tripping about it because that's how you lose friendships. That's how shit get haywire and there's a risk. But also, it's another part to it. When you fund somebody's business that you're with, would now you consider that because you talked about it being lucrative or whatever and you believing in it? Would you consider that, one, would you consider that your business now, right? And two, you said you had to believe in it. I think sometimes people might fund somebody's thing that they don't believe in, or maybe they believe in the business, but don't necessarily believe in the person doing it, but almost as a, what do you call that? As a gesture of showing like how much I fuck with you.
Right.
I'm gonna take this risk against my better judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So could you see yourself, or any of y'all see yourselves doing that when you kind of feel like there's a large percentage, a chance that this person's gonna drop the ball or not fuck this up? You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, it's all about really like knowing the person, right? First and foremost, you got to get to know people, right? Because the key word in this situation that you said is business. It's business. Now don't get me wrong. If I was caked up, right, and I just had it, right, and I was in love with this person, and the question you just asked now, like if my better judgment is knowing the person, like I know they not going to really like get it done because in previous, and you go off of people's patterns and their history,
correct,
and what they've done with things in the past,
right.
So if I feel like that and I'm like, nah, she ain't, but I love her though. I still love her. And I actually want her to motherfucking see for herself that she's not going to be able to do it and not going to do it. Then I will still do it. And you know, not hope that she fails neither.
Sometimes people gotta learn the hard way.
I'll still try to be there, but I'll show you yourself. If I have it where it's not going to kill the family, it's not going to like destroy financial stuff in me and you, because I don't want to lose the whole relationship behind this. So yes, I would still probably say, go ahead, go shoot your shot, even though I know it's probably not going to work out. She probably going to give up like she gave up on prior things.
Real quick,
you know
I don't want to lose you, but on the next thing you was thinking, but that's an interesting part. You said where you might do it to show them that they can't do this or do that, right?
Crazy.
No, it's
even,
not. No, I understand. That's why I want to get into it. I know what you're kind of trying to say, because it could be a teachable moment for the next thing. The difficult part with that is
You put the money in it?
no, is how do you show them that mirror without that break or fall? Because some people can't look in the mirror and see themselves without getting offended and now being mad at you. It's like, I wanted to give you this shot. I knew you wanted to do this, but I know that you always quit everything. Even knowing you quit everything, I still put up the 20 bands to show you how much I fuck with you.
Right.
Then I noticed 2 months in the business, you wasn't going to the barber shop.
Right.
You wasn't going to the, you bought the nigga a barber shop. You noticed he wasn't doing what he was doing. He wasn't going out to hand out the flyers. You felt like you was pushing them more to do it
Right.
than they was. How do you even have that conversation without them feeling like it's the I told you so?
I mean,
That hold on, let me
go ahead.
Because oh my God, I had a conversation with somebody about this, and there was a teachable moment, right? And in that moment, they didn't say I told you so. It was me, and again, it depends on the person, because the person might not still realize, you kind of threw them a bone and like they fucked up, and you kind of already told them like what it's gonna be, and they ain't listen, but they did it anyway. You gotta be a kind of a really confident person to go up to that person and be like, damn, you was right. I should have took, what you said.
Some things for me, right, is some things for me is just for you. Some things for me is just for you and your brain, right? Some things ain't supposed to really like come out at certain times. Like for instance, if I love you, I love you. Like, I'm expecting you to love me with my flaws and everything.
Right.
The things that ain't good about me, the things I lack in, right? Departments I lack in. This is what I expect for a significant other. So it's vice versa. I'm going to love you with all your flaws and everything. And even though in my head, I'm thinking like, man, I remember when she tried this. I remember when she tried that. I'm still going to make sure that my words, right? Because words, and this is to the question Dev is asking, how do you do it? I think words are so powerful.
Oh, yeah.
I think
and delivery.
Delivery. I think we don't understand, how sometimes, and we're not saying nothing hurtful, right? We're not trying to say nothing hurtful. We just actually trying to kick it with your partner, who is supposed to be like your best friend, where you can kick it with freely. And you shouldn't have to feel like if you say, hey, come on, man, the last situation didn't go well, like you sure, whatever.
Yeah, but it's worth losing. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, you should be able to talk to them about some real things within a union without somebody getting upset and taking it offensively.
Because I think this is where it comes in, because you don't want to throw stuff in people's faces. But I feel like sometimes people, I can't say force you, but could twist your arm a little bit to quote unquote throw something in their face or remind them of something. Because I can even say it with kids. You could have a kid and your kid say something like, y'all never support nothing I do. And then you got to remind them like, oh, cuz, remember when you wanted to do this? I put you in that program. Remember when you said you wanted to be a this and I worked extra shifts to buy you to this, because people do that often.
Yeah.
People will say, yo, nobody supported me in something. And sometimes you got to check them, because when they say that and you have, it'll kind of, that little devil pop on your shoulder, like, who the fuck is this person talking about? Where you might have to tell your wife or your husband, like, whoa, you be like, yo, remember when you wanted a barber shop
Right.
and I took a loan
Right.
and got that junk, you know what I mean?
Right.
They deflecting. And that's the problem, right? Because people get so upset. And I've done it myself. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's times where, like, not necessarily in business, but in just, in conversation or me wanting to take an opportunity or something like that, whatever it is, and somebody's telling me, like, I don't think that's the best idea, but I do it anyway, type of thing. Sometimes I'll deflect because it's like you want somebody to blame. You don't want to blame yourself. So you start deflecting on a person like, man, but everybody wants to be negative about things. When I went into this, nobody was cheering me on.
I had a
nobody
significant other like that.
Yeah, like you start to think about all the negative things in that moment, so you start deflecting. And it happens, but it's just like, sometimes we got to sit back and be like, damn, I did that. I fucked up and I learned my mistake and I'm going to move forward.
So in one of these instances, I didn't want to lose nothing, but I like the way where stuff was going. But because you used the word investing, right? We're talking about funding somebody's business. Would you consider that person's business your business if you gave them the $50,000 to start it or whatever the case may be?
No, unless we had the conversation. Unless we were saying, like,
We're partners.
Yeah, we're partners or something. Sometimes you can be a silent partner and invest and then, whatever. But in this situation, if I'm literally like just here and I'm already caked up, I just want to support and see.
No, that's it. You're not caked up.
Okay.
You're not caked up. You just supportive.
Okay.
Like, it wouldn't have mattered if you had only 100 bands in your bank account, but you gave up 50 of your 100 bands. You know how many? I know a lot of women for sure.
Yeah.
Women, see, I know more men that funded their girls' business because the men were up.
Right.
Like up. So it was only a fraction of what they had in the bank.
Right.
But I know women that will give the majority of what they got in the bank to fund a dude's business or try to launch something for him. And then a nigga playing 2K and fucking it all for whatever the case may be, or always got an excuse, or not doing small things like, did you go down and apply for the something license? Did you do and I'll do it tomorrow? Like,
I think we got to know our partner, right?
Nah, I think
investors do that without knowing the people either. Like, they just they got the power.
Investors have the belief behind what you're doing, though. Like, they're not going to invest in something if, again, they don't believe or think it's a good idea or they don't agree with your plan.
But
they invest in the talent. They invest in the talent.
So do you need to know the person? You don't really need to know the person.
But not only that, like, when you're talking, it's different when you're talking about homies and an investor, right? Because an investor is almost like a fucking bank or anybody.
Right.
They got things set up in place. There's like guidelines.
For errors.
There's things in place where like they're protected. They're gonna that's a whole different type of business.
But they do their research too, so you kind of get a background on the person as well.
Nah, that's a whole different type of business. I think for me, right, and I just want to spin back to the original question when Dev said, would you be with doing funding like one of your friends' businesses or things like that?
Well, your significant other.
I'm talking about significant others particularly.
Significant other, like for me, again, it would definitely like it depends on the person, bro. You know your people. And
would you do it, yes or no?
if I didn't have it, to be honest, like earlier I talked about if I had it with somebody, if I didn't have it like that, the blow, and I felt like this piece that you're about to take out of the like joint account is going to like put us in a bad position.
Sure you have a cushion.
I would try to definitely like talk to you. I would definitely try to talk to you because if I already watched you fail with 2-3 things, I just want to try to make sure that this is not going to go. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying, because failure happens. Failure is a part of success, right? Failure is a part of success. So I think for somebody to fail and still want to try something is a good thing to a certain extent. But again, it's business. And depending where we at in life at that point, serious conversations got to get held.
I might have him answer your other question. Would you feel as though that's your business?
Again, you answered that for me. Your answer was my answer.
Okay.
We would discuss, that would be discussed.
But
pre me giving you anything, we're gonna discuss first of all if it's a business of ours joint, where like it's both of ours and I'm gonna oversee it with you. We doing it.
Nah, you're not overseeing. I'm not saying that because this is where I'm kind of going with this. Is it smarter? And could y'all see yourselves being in business with your significant other, I want you to really think about this. Really think about this, because some people might say, like, if Porter feels like, yo, I know she could kind of slack on stuff. I know that she could do this, but he don't.
Right.
So he might be like, I got the 50 bands to put into it, but we gonna be partners. But what that does is that gives him the ability to bust moves.
Yep. And
it
make
gives him the
decisions.
ability to hire. Because if she's running some kind of company or something like that, running a gym, right? She wanted to open this gym, and you know she going BS. Now Porter going and grabbing trainers and putting them in there.
What if it's not something you want to do though? Like, what if Porter doesn't want to do that?
No, that's what.
He's saying.
No. What I'm asking is, does that? I'm even asking you. Would that be something if you were looking at it like, yo, I wanna support and give him this bread, but I know he BS's. I'ma go into this joint with him because I know at least that now.
I just said no to my significant other because of that reason, because I knew just who he was, and the idea might have been great, but it wasn't worth the risk for me.
I think if I let you have something, if I tell you, again, it's two different things, and I couldn't see myself just giving, if I just give you something, again, if I'm to the good and you try and shoot your shot and I love you to death, and even though I might not feel like it's gonna succeed, and I do shoot my shot, it's yours. It's yours.
I think I just need to be pitched.
It's yours.
I think the pitch matters. Like, the whole presentation and everything matters.
So me, I think I could go into business with a significant other, but only if the business isn't what I would consider like a passion business. Meaning, I think a passion business is something that you like deeply care about. So you're going to fight over every little thing. If you got a dream for a gym and you're into all of that, and it's a certain way it need to look, the colors need to look. I don't want the machines. I need these kind of machines. So I don't go and buy that bull. Like, those are things if it's your passion. Now, if we're doing like, we doing Airbnbs, we doing something that's some passive income type stuff, and I'm not as connected to it as a passion project or a film or something artsy like with me.
You in it for the money. You know, like, it's a good field to make
income.
money.
Yeah, it's like we can make money, but I'm not so particular about how the money is made or how the business is presented.
Yeah.
Then that's a look, because we could both be in running a restaurant, right? But or a clothing business, we want to make money. But Wally is particular about these threads. And we bumping heads because I'm like, man, they got the cheaper joint right here. It could sell for the same price point. We're going to make way more money. And she's like, no, I need this to be Egyptian. I need it to be this and that. And now we bumping heads because it's a passion for her, a business for me.
Right.
I think for me personally, the thing would have to be something that is, at least for me, not a passion. And even better if it's not either one of us our passions. Because now we're not arguing about this thing so deeply because you have a vision for this thing and I have a different vision for it. You know
I actually like that because, and I understand that because it's like, again, when you have a business that you're passionate about, it's like, you know, like Rich's music. That's like, you know, us investing in that, right? And, you know, we're like, when you gonna drop the album? When he was like, bro, I'm not ready. Yeah. You know, I don't think it's ready. It don't sound like this. It don't. But if we both into that, oh my God, we will be like.
And the project ready, just so we clear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Born Rich too. Ready to go.
Project is ready.
The more you know.
But also, like, even with that, that's how people can butt heads. If I'm invested in the Porter's thing and he's saying, yo, this joint is the single. And I'm like, bro, it ain't it. That joint hot, but nah. And he like, I believe in this. And we only got the bread to push one of these joints. No matter what, in the back of people's heads, when one of us wins that debate for the time period, and Rich lets me pick that single, and that single don't do what he wanted to do,
he's gonna blame me for that.
In his mind, even if he like, that's my man, I'm not gonna bring it up. Even I got it in my head. He probably hot about that. He probably thinking about, damn, this joint ain't moved like that. We should have put the money in the Menaces. We should have put it into this joint, and I wanted it to be. I said, yo, it need to be the club joint.
Me personally, like, I definitely see what and I get it. You're right, and you're correct. It could definitely like cause some shit and, you know, stuff like that. So that's why business is important. But I know for me, on my end, just like, You know, that's why you got to have a real team, because if we a team and we making team decisions, and let's say I ride with them, I'm good with riding with the majority, and somebody else make a decision and it ain't the record I wanted and it's a different record and we fail. We fail.
100%.
It's still a unit. We still a unit. So it's like just bonds, man. Bonds got to be strong. And if bonds were stronger, you'd see more friends doing business together.
Yeah.
If bonds were stronger and everybody was understanding about the whole business, wins and losses, we in it together.
So that's a big thing to know. I don't care what you're in, y'all. I'm talking about you're doing films.
Yep.
You're doing podcasting. What we're doing right now, Richie, no, it's the same thing. Sometimes in a huddle, right, we all talk about stuff. And for people at home that don't understand that me, myself, Richie, and Walesca D all own this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So if Richie might hit me up and he got certain ideas for something he want to do, and sometimes I'll be like, Richie, I don't even know why you asking me, bro.
Right.
Like, you own this show, like, you can do what you want. But I also feel like, let's say and I hope that it's both ways. If Rich wanted to do something and that thing didn't work, I don't hold on to it like, damn, he did this and it don't work. No, it was just like I told you about when I invest money with somebody. Right. I already accept that it might not work. That harboring and holding on to this person dropped the balls like you're a football team and somebody, the quarterback threw the interception or whatever. You can't be on his back about that forever. We got more games to play.
Yep.
You got to be able to let that roll. You don't want that on that man back, especially when they now become gun shy to have new ideas because they so afraid that that's how a person won't shoot because it's like, yo, I'm scared to miss.
Right.
So what do they say? What do they say all the time that you don't? What is it? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that comes from that. You know what I mean?
You got to be willing to win and lose with people, man. You
but
know, that's what a real team does.
Taking risks is big. You know, you have to. But the thing is that it's the individual. You know what happens a lot too? The individual really, they have the idea and they feel like it's great. And just because you're not co-signing it in the moment, you're like, okay, well, whatever it is, you know, sometimes people want to hear that. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I think it's so when it does fail or if it doesn't work out, they start to deflect because they feel like you weren't as enthused about it. So you were technically being negative about it.
Right. So it's like your energy is what made it not work.
Exactly.
So this is going to bring me to our scenario for the day, man. This gonna bring us to this, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Hey. So for our scenario today, man, it actually would actually fit into this because you talked about people having ideas and stuff like that. Now, I want y'all to all paint this picture in your mind, right? And things like this happen all the time. You got a friend. They're very talented at something or they have a knack for something, but it's not working out and they want to quit. They're done. They're quitting. The best friend is in their ear. You are the chosen one, bro. This will work. Give it one more shot. I promise you, you will be successful. They are telling this person, I'm telling you with all my heart, I know God told me whatever it is, you need to put your foot into this. One more time, it's going to work. Now that friend finally listens to this person because he's nagging him about it. And that business takes off. This person is up. They got money. All of this shit is popping. Now, this person's successful. They do a lot of things for the friend that encouraged them. You know what I mean? Random shit. You know, the person work, they do their thing, but they throw them bones here and there. Broke ass gifts, all kind of stuff. Lay out the red carpet. Something happens to the friend. And now he's paralyzed. There's a surgery that is not 100%, and it cost $1 million for that surgery to get done. Is the rich friend wrong if he doesn't pay for that procedure?
And this is the friend that rooted him on and made him go the one last time where he blew up.
I don't think he's wrong. I don't think he's wrong.
Let's talk about it.
Because why does he feel like, you know, you shared that he's throwing a bone here and there, gave him the red carpet. So I feel like he's given him more than enough, based off of his, earnings. I don't think it's his responsibility to pay the $1 million just because he's up now.
So he got 30 M's. Hold on, listen. He got 30 M's. His man that he used to run ball with. Foot race.
Does he still talk to him every day?
Yeah, they
I would rather you stop giving me bones and just do surgery, and now I don't want any more bones.
But you can't go back,
You love bones, though.
But I don't want any more bones.
But you can't
I want my legs.
But you can't reverse what you've already done.
But I'm saying, like, he never stopped giving me bones, so I'd rather you stop giving me bones
After
and then
this?
give me,
Oh, because she's saying that pretty much it looks like on
You're
the
slowly
trajectory.
paying me.
It looks like the trajectory, he would continue to look his man out for life.
Yeah.
So she's saying she would look at it like, fuck the rest of my life. Throw me this last Hail Mary. Because this is my man that I used to climb mountains with. We did all this stuff with. I like dancing.
Oh, but wait, you said the surgery's not.
It's not. That's
what
I
I'm
might
saying.
miss out on the bones if I'm completely paralyzed.
if you ain't got no bones,
Hold on.
yeah.
So the number one, it's weird to tell the person, yo, don't give me nothing else for life. Just give me this last thing.
They're not
you ain't
saying
even
that.
having that conversation.
Yeah.
That might be what you're thinking about. But it's just the fact that you hinted, because what people do in life oftentimes is they'll bring up around you the thing that, you know what I mean? Like if they come to you and he's like, yo, man, I was looking at something. It was some stem cell shit, man. They saying this, man. Only thing with it.
They waiting for you to offer.
That joint kind of pricey, bro. They saying that thing might be 500,000, $1 million, something, but they saying that it's like a 50-50 shot, you know what I mean? Or 60% chance that thing gonna activate me and have me back going again. Now you brought it up. And they learn like, word, that's something. Okay, that's crazy. Let me see that. Maybe he looked at the, you know what I mean?
His friend would give him something.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Give something.
But again, he's still not obligated.
He's not.
I feel like this person is not obligated to get. I don't care
You know
if you
what's
have
crazy?
$100 million.
Hold on, real quick, just because
What?
this is stupid. It's off subject. I'm coming back. I swear, y'all. Only because you Puerto Rican, right? Only because you Spanish, right?
Oh my God.
I saw something earlier, and it was memes. It was memes of people spelling shit wrong. And obligated was on there, and they wrote it like habla.
Obligated.
crazy.
He's not habla, and then the word gated.
That's funny.
It was crazy, bro. It was
That's
right
funny.
up there with it was so many other.
It was all J words or just a bunch of different
No, it was all kind of things that people like misspell and write insane stuff. But obligated was on there. My bad. Continue.
But I just feel like I shared before, I don't feel like he's obligated to like do that. Like I don't think anybody is obligated to do, unless it's your child or your mother or something. I don't feel like it's somebody's duty to pay for their friend's thing.
Hold on. What about you?
No, I agree. I feel like the obligation's not there. I feel like I may offer something. It may not be the full thing because, again, I'm throwing out bones here and there all the time. And, of course, I want to see my friend win. But at the same time, I feel like if I was the friend who needed the surgery, I would feel weird asking. Like, I'm not going to sit there and ask, like, yo, can I have this money for my surgery? But like you were saying, if somebody's reading the pamphlet, they're going through it, and they're talking about, like, oh, it's a 50-50 chance, that's them kind of hinting, waiting for you to offer.
Now check this out. You know how they say stuff like a closed mouth don't get fed?
Yes.
Right? Let me ask you this. If you notice when you didn't say anything, the person didn't do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you went and asked, and they did it, would you, now you could walk.
Yeah.
Would you ever regret, like, damn, but I had to ask though, or would you just be happy that you asked?
No, I'd be happy that I asked.
Yeah.
So knowing that we'd be happy that we asked, right?
Right.
But I would still feel weird about it.
All right, so what happens if the person says, I know that in the end, if I could walk again, I'd be happy that I asked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And now they ask that. This is where it would get weird. It's one thing when it's never mentioned, but then you ask, and he's like, $1 million, bro? I can't do that. I can't do $1 million.
but I'll help you fundraise.
You know what I
My
want to say?
millionaire
500K.
friend can't give me $1 million is crazy.
You know what I
Oh,
want to say?
hold on. This is what I want to get to.
Yeah.
Porter. Hold on,
What she
Porter.
say?
She said, say it again.
I said my millionaire friend that I'm close with, and
He got 30 M's.
I
you
mean,
got 30 M's, and
he
you
got
can't give
30
me one
M's,
to walk.
but see, it's
walk?
but see, it's levels to this shit. It's
It is.
levels to friendships. Like,
No, this your best
Like-
friend.
all right, but look, this my best friend, but this my best friend who you said I hung with. I did a bunch of shit, right? And my thing is this: a friendship is a friendship,
Yeah.
right? A friendship is a friendship. A friendship shouldn't cost.
That's real.
A friendships don't equate to money. And money don't equate to friendships. A lot of people got that fucked up out there. That's why they busy leeching and trying to attach themselves.
But a friend would do that because they're your friend.
No, listen. I think I was going to say,
Space.
no, Monica, listen. I was going to say, right? I was going to say that me personally, I know me. I'm a big-hearted person.
You would do it.
Right? No, listen. My friend that I hung with, I did everything with, like, this is my main guy. I love hanging with this guy. I've seen these type friendships. You know, I have friendships like this where you just love a person. You love their energy. You love being around them. If I'm caked up to the moon, right? The original Porter would have probably been like, I got you, bro. We ain't going out like that. I got you, right? The original Porter.
Is that like
But-
the broke Porter? Is the original Porter broke Porter?
Well, they said I'm up. No, they said I got it. They said I got some
Oh,
money.
you're saying like the old one, and then now
I'm
you're
saying,
saying,
yeah, I'm saying the old Porter because I'm going to tell you about the
Okay.
new Porter. I'm saying the original Porter would have did it. But nowadays, I've learned to do this with friends. And if you have to a certain extent, I've learned to do this with friends. When I'm dealing with a friend that wants something from me, even if it's just want me to come out somewhere, I say to myself in my head, would he do it for me? Has he done it for me?
I was thinking the same thing.
If the shoes was on the other foot, right? Because this is a friend, obviously, Dev mentioned it in the description.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do what you doing really like on the money tip. He's just your friend. He not really like no leech guy. He
Yeah.
ain't been trying to leech off you. He ain't been doing all this sucker
what
type
about
time.
do to others what
'Cause-
you would want done to you?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Because it's friendships like that where motherfuckers be leeching the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you never get off your ass and ask for an actual opportunity to make your own plates.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're really supposed to be getting. If you're around somebody successful and they done did some shit and they to the roof, to the moon, you wanting constant handouts is sucker behavior.
So I'm confused. Is he a leech?
So
Is it
no.
friend a
So
leech?
he's not. And this is another part. I want to keep this all there because we do go on something like that, like what Porter said. But what I will let y'all know is some people do not have an entrepreneurial spirit. It's just not them.
Yeah.
They don't have ideas. They don't have anything. They're workers, and there's nothing wrong with that. Without that, the world literally wouldn't work. It would not. It's not
Yeah.
possible for the world to work if everybody could
With
just
the
boss up.
yeah.
It's impossible. It's a literal. Actually, you need most people to be workers.
Yeah.
Because who would, if you run the business and it's your business, who works there?
Yeah.
Right. So let's say Bull was just like, bro, that's just not me. I'm a worker, bro. I work. I go to UPS. I do my thing. My man is a super millionaire, whatever the case may be. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we have to remember that this is the person that encouraged him. He was like, I'm done with this. It don't work. I'm never going to make it, bro. I'm done. I already started making provisions for this whole thing to end. I'm just going to get a 9 to 5. I'm not rocking with it. And he
Right.
said, no, man. That's not for you. You a star. You supposed to be this. You a boss, bro.
Right.
And he's the one that said, I'm telling you, bro, give it one more chance, bro. I swear God told me. You give it one more chance. And because his words held so much weight, he goes on and does this. And now he to the moon with it.
I'm going to be honest. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not leaving my man like with no legs if I got it. Like, because if I made $1 million, I don't even care if I'm only 1.5, right? And his costs a honey bun, because I can make the money back again.
So
my man might never walk again.
This is a crazy joint that Porter just said, because we start talking like the person had 20, 30 M's. Because you said super caked up.
Yeah.
And I was going to actually ask everybody, like, okay, well, what if it wasn't super caked up? Even a person like Monica, this millionaire friend.
Caked up.
Let's say it happened where he's like, no, he got $3 million. You would expect him to give up 1 million, a third
I
of
don't-
his entire what he has been able to accomplish,
Absolutely
a third
not.
of what he has been able to accomplish, would you expect him to be
But
able
he
to
wouldn't even have had the third or the half of it.
If he would've just
My
gave up.
word.
So this goes back. So listen to
That's
Monica,
wild.
yo.
I don't
This-
think he's obligated, but if
that's
you're
a-
thinking logically, like I only got here because I listened to what he said.
And that
That's
to
what
me,
that's the
But
thought
he's
process of a
already-
good friend,
Listen,
though. A
to-
good friend would think that. A good friend would be like, so the person with the money, a good friend would, if you're my dear friend, and I was thinking to my own subconscious, you know what, that's my dear friend. I wouldn't have this money if it wasn't for them. So I agree with Richie where, like, you could get it back and you can get the money. But I also agree with Wally on the fact that he's not technically obligated if
Right.
he's always throwing the flowers.
But hold on.
So-
But even that is a maybe. That's a maybe.
Yeah.
That don't work.
I'm
like
not-
I know what I'm saying. No.
But it's just like if I came to him with a business and it's not a
What a-
guarantee. It's an investment. It's a risk.
yeah.
So this is where this is a little bit different, because just because I was able to make the $3 million that I made over this time period, don't mean I'ma still be able to make that back when I give up a third of my money. Maybe I can't. Maybe that window of whatever was going on. We watch the world and how everything changes every couple of
absolutely.
years.
That's why I said
Whatever
there's no obligation.
Yeah, let's say he was telling him, no, bro, you need to invest in that Bitcoin shit you was doing. He was up and then the shit be down.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Or he's a one-hit wonder.
Or whatever the hot
One-hit wonder.
whatever the hot thing was at the time. Like if it was it's hot now, it's not fidget spinners or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fidget
No,
spinners.
let's say if it was
Yeah.
that and it was like, yo, he did it and it popped off, but it's like now I don't have another fidget spinner. I might go my rest of my life without that particular thing. And that's why I wanted to ask that. I want y'all in the chat to tell me if y'all would do it. One, if you had the 30 M's, the 20 M's, or would you be able to do it?
You know
If
when
you
I
had-
would. You know when I would do it.
Mm.
If I never threw him a bone ever,
Then you would do
ever,
it.
then I would do
But
it.
not if you had 3 million and you had to give up the million.
Yep, I would.
So now,
Well, no.
What's
Not
the
even.
difference?
I think. No, there's a major difference.
But how big are these bones you're throwing?
Right. Well, if I'm throwing bones based off of what you shared,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm throwing a bone here and there, I'm giving you the red carpet, I'm giving you nice gifts on
Mm-hmm.
your birthdays and all that. I don't know if I feel like this might be somebody else's turn to
Monica.
step up.
But you were only giving me the bones because you felt obligated. So why does this
no.
change anything?
No,
So
no.
Monica, that's not it. That's not it. See,
Why
Monica,
were you giving
went.
me
I don't think it's
bones.
because they felt obligated.
I
I
gave
think
you
it's
the
because they're
bones
friends.
because you're my best friend.
Right.
So why does it change?
Listen. So what I'm saying is, even if I would have
Because you weren't asking for those bones. I'm giving them to you.
so let's say this,
well,
Monica.
this is a life changing situation though too. That now they're now asking for
should be
something.
a
This
no
is this is a very serious.
This is the thing. Let's say he would have not had to encourage him because it worked the time before that. The time before he gave up. He still was going to bless his man because that's just his man.
Yeah.
So, right, but it adds an extra layer to say that he pushed him that extra step.
Right.
But I'm really trying to think and figure out, like, even right now, if you just a regular person and you was able to stack 50 bands in your joint, would you be willing to give up 25 of your bands for a trial? Because what people you gotta think about, Monica, is this. Grown people got children. You might be like, nigga, that's my son's $1 million, bro. That's my wife $1 million. Like I did
family.
this to plan for the future. Yeah, you gave me the encouragement to go and do this, but then I had to do all the work after that.
Yep.
The work I've been doing over the last few years for this to accumulate to this, it's hard for me to give that up because I got a family. What am I leaving to my son? Maybe his college is in there.
But
There's
see,
a lot of other things
I
to
feel
this.
I feel like those type of additions definitely changed the scenario though. It
Yeah,
changed
it
the
do.
scenario when you start mentioning, because I'm just thinking about two homies. I ain't hear no family. I ain't hear no girl. I ain't hear nothing. We just one cake, one about to be paralyzed for life. So when you mention that one has a family, has children, that definitely like changes
But
things.
does it? But the reason why I said that, Richie, is because you do.
Right.
You got 2 kids. So you just said that you would give up this bread, but the fact is you got your 2 kids
Right.
Yep.
that you could have been leaving that bread to. Not saying that you have to,
Right.
because at the end of the day, too, they healthy. They able to walk around, and you might be like, nah, I really want to shoot this shot.
And you can
Right.
push
What do
them
you
in
mean?
order for them to make their own
I
money.
just
I think Richie. Go ahead.
No, I just was going to say, I kind of like also get like Monica's mindset on this, where like, it's like, because if a best friend, right, has been doing stuff for you constantly, right? And it's out the kindness of their heart because they just love you. I've had a friend like this. Rest in peace, God bless his soul. Just used to pull up on me and throw cash at me. Throw me a couple dollars because he just might have thought I was having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a best friend who loves you like that, right? To do all this kind stuff prior to this situation, this crazy scenario that y'all run into. If they loved you like that, to be giving it to you, just checking on you. Yo, you all right, nigga? You my favorite guy. This is my favorite person in the world. I just feel like when that crazy situation comes, if he has it, where he can do it, where it's not gonna put the kids in jeopardy, the wife in jeopardy, the house in jeopardy. I just see every best friend doing it.
It's crazy to not do it when I need it, but doing all those other things when I didn't really need it because I didn't ask for it.
It's kind of awkward.
Monica said, nigga, give me my legs back. Stop playing with me.
I'm saying I need it, so why? Yeah.
It is kind of.
You're not going to see me twerk no more.
But Dad, look.
You heard that? Y'all heard that?
Dad, that is kind of like,
facts,
but
though.
she's actually right. That is kind of like weird. If I'm your homie, right, and I'm cake to the moon, and you don't be tripping, you ain't no leech type homie. But I'm always, I'm always out. I show up with sneaks, show up with sweaters. Dad, I bought you one too. Yo, you going with me? I pay for your ticket to the fight. You know what I'm saying? My dog, you go everywhere I go, and you was to run into a situation like that, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. I'm gonna be there like, nah, like if I got it.
Well, you're a great friend, Richie.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments because we've seen these type of things argued about for more tangible things like funeral cost. We've seen this. Yo, this person didn't pay for so-and-so's funeral. And the people go crazy and say who was obligated, spelled the correct way, to pay for them Jones, yo. But we got the wheel out, and we don't know what the wheel is going to land on. Do y'all?
What's up?
Yo, we don't know what we got the wheel on. Oh yeah, you too tall. Monica tall as hell. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only 5'7". That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean she kind of tall, y'all. Let's see what we got on this wheel, yo.
Go ahead.
Yo, you weak. Yo, spin the wheel.
You gotta tell us.
Whoa.
Hey,
Memory music. Who's got a memory music for us today?
Put that money.
I had my ones ready, but
I got that money back.
it's
You got
okay.
one?
It's okay. Yeah, I got memory music. I'ma go. John B.
You said that.
Oh, John B.
I didn't say John B. I did Donnell Jones.
Yeah, he
last time.
oh, yeah.
Slow down. You
There, though.
hating on my vibes.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna do John B. The song I believe is called "They Don't Know About Our Love." How I go? You know what I'm talking about?
Good
I
thing
don't know,
you rap.
but what's your
That's a
what's
good
your
thing you
memory
rap.
that go with that?
Oh,
Don't listen to
my memory.
what people say.
My
They
baby
don't
mom.
know about
My baby
about
mom,
you
my
and me.
beautiful, gorgeous baby
That's a good
mother.
one, Wally.
Shout to you, Aisha, aka Muff. That's my baby, my first baby mom. And that record, man, it was just a lot going on. You know, it's crazy. I don't want to get
That's
to the
how you
whole
made your
story.
kid,
'Cause
right?
I want
That's how you made the
to
kid.
do the whole story maybe on another show because I want to let my teammates do what they do. But that song was part of like a certain select records because there's other ones. But that was one of the main ones. You know what I'm saying? That and the other joint, the Usher joint, you make me want to lead the one I'm with. And I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what ended up happening. I left the one I was with, and you know, I got with my baby mom.
A
And
new relationship
It was just-
with you. This is what you do.
Nah,
Think about
music-
the
That's a
things
fire
and all the
joint.
things.
music memories is so real.
Yeah,
It's so
It
fire.
sounds toxic,
And listen,
man.
and if y'all gonna jack something from us, if y'all gonna jack something, just shout us out. It's cool. We go all
That's what John
I'm
B.
just saying because we be seeing stuff. We'll see this
Nah,
on
that's a
another
fact.
show.
yeah, that's a fact.
And
Who else got a memory music before we get out of here, man? Anybody got
Anybody?
one?
I did mine last week.
I mean, you don't got
can
no
do it
other
again.
you don't got no other
Yeah, because
songs.
it's got to be plenty.
I mean, there are plenty, but I think Monica got this one. It's all you, boo.
I listen to the same songs over and over and over again. I don't
All right, I got one. I
All right,
got
go
one.
ahead,
I
go
got
ahead.
one.
Wally.
You know, back in the day, Ashanti, when she came out with Baby, you know, that album was very like a big album for me. You know, I think that I'm not gonna say it was one of my first CDs. I don't think it was that, but that baby. I wasn't in no toxic relationship, but I felt that so hard. I thought I was getting beat by my nigga. Like that's just like that song. Like it made you want kind of like when you used to listen to songs back then, you would want to put yourself in the situation.
When you feel the shoes of the singer.
Who was the man in the video? Was it Lorenz Tate? Oh, they put Old Dog in it. That made it worse. They put Old Dog in it.
Yo, gripping her all up and stuff. That was a good one.
That's crazy. Can we get another spin on the wheel,
Well,
man?
that's Ashanti.
Yeah, I'm saying.
How we do shit.
Let's get another
And
spin.
Lorenz Tate. Ooh, Jesus.
I'm trying to hit a payday.
Hey, here comes the money, here comes the money, here comes the money. Go ahead. Y'all know the money come when y'all shake. Y'all know I ain't, come on, man, shake it, shake. Y'all not like to feel like I'm at Onyx. Shake. This the closest I'm gonna get to a strip club. Shake. Hey. Every Tuesday night, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend every Tuesday night.
Comment.
That's right.
Wally Cam.
$1 left.
Listen, y'all. We appreciate everybody that tunes in every week. For myself, for Walesca D, for Porta Rich, for the Nasty Girls, you know what I'm saying? We out of here. But you already know, man. Shake them cheeks, y'all lazy. Y'all lazy as hell. Hold on. The mixed blood with the medium blood.
I'm cheap tonight.
Okay.
I'm cheap tonight.
We out of here, y'all. Peace.